Hey guys, it's Dr. Kirby here. We're back with another video. So in today's video, I just want to talk about Kayle. Now, especially pentakill would have appreciated this video, but I just want to talk about this new item that has been, not that has been, that joined the new patch 6.2, and that is, I think, called Soul Transfer. It is a AD item, and the significant thing about this item is when you auto attack or something, two souls, like one soul will come up and then another soul will come up. It's kind of like a Conqueror Lethal Tempo vibe. Like, they won't attack for a lot of damage, those clones, but just the vibe of them being there is such extra damage for Kayle, and I just want to talk about it right now. I'm not a Kayle expert. The only reason why I played Kayle was obviously because of a special friend, obviously. And, you know, they're really good at Kayle, whatever. They're mostly a marksman main, though. But, you know, I'm like, okay, I love Baron lane, so okay, why not? You know, give her a try, right? I also have, side note, I also have a Kayle support rune setup in case I'm trying to understand it first before I even take it into a D-rank games. But yeah, the main goal of this video is literally that soul transfer item and just Kayle in general. You know what I mean? Now, Kayle, now this is a scary matchup for me, but also a scary matchup for Mord later on. Now, the thing with this Mord is he's not really good at taking the advantage of my low level. And if I hit level 5, I'll be able to auto attack him through range. So the fact that he's not capitalizing me on punishment or not getting cold ganks shows that this is solo queue. You know what I mean? But yeah, the build for this is very AD based, but I'm wondering though if you can build this AP. Now, AD and AP Kayle has some pros and cons to each their own. If you want to talk about AD Kayle, you know, AD Kayle mostly has, you know, it's mostly auto attack reliant in a sense, right? And I'm not sure, but I don't know if Kayle has some AD scalings. You know, AP scaling Kayle, AP Kayle, AP scale Skayle. Now she has more damage there, but if when you watch the video later on, like at the end game, there was a moment where she did like 50% damage to 40% damage on the Varus. So she can do whatever. So now I've hit level 5. Now there's always a switch whenever I play Kayle. And that switch is like when I hit it, when I hit it? If I turn level 5 or even level 9, when I get my second ult level, that's when I start becoming very aggressive, and that's where the rune lethal tempo comes in. This build in particular that I'm doing was from a top Kayle page, like a player. When I say page, player. So meaning like they know what they're doing, yada yada yada. But you know, that's the thing I like about Senna, and this is also the thing I like about Kayle is because the diversity in their builds. Sure, Kayle can't go tank. You know what I mean? But hey, she can go AD and AP. That's enough for me. At the end of the day, she is going to scale as hard as she can. And that's pretty much the goal. If you're against a Renekton, you're kind of effed up until level 5. Because, you know, Renekton is such an aggressive, like, all-in champion that can just stun you. Kayle, on the other hand, will scale versus that Renekton because of range. And just how the later the game goes, that's how she's going to go. And thankfully, everyone seemed fine on my team. This match was how long? 21 minutes? But, you know, everyone did well. I'm gonna spoil something a bit. I don't like that Vladimir mid in the enemy team. Oh, he ulted me here. He ulted me here, but he's scared because there's a tower. Yeah, I don't know if Mordekaiser got nerfed. Y'all let me know. I don't read the patch notes as much nowadays. But look at that. Y'all let me know. Look at that. I'm trying to get lethal tempo in. Now, if you want Conqueror, feel your fantasy, whatever. But I like lethal more. Conqueror might give you, okay, for example, if she has like 25% without Conqueror or with Conqueror, she might get 40% attack speed. So it's up to you. But I would rather hit my hits in because I think kills on hit is not that bad. And with the build that we're gonna have later on, which is mostly like AD items, I think she will scale a bit more. If you guys think kills third skill or first skill with AD. Kind of like how Misfortune's first skill scales with AP. I'm really confused with that part. But what I do know is no matter what build you're doing, no matter what champion, sorry, no matter what champion you're doing, there's always a small hint of something opposite to their damage. Like I said, Senna has AP scalings because some items like Staff of Flowing Water might trigger that passive, so they don't want to render it useless. You know what I mean? So those are good examples. But I do use, you know, I be, I do use that on AP Senna Enchanter. If you haven't seen that video, it is there. It's very useful, especially with the Dream Maker like item. So where are we in the build? So there was a pause. If you guys saw earlier, oh, I'm in God mode now. Hallelujah. Her portrait changed. So there was a pause at me during this when I was shopping at the store, getting some items. Because I was so confused. Am I gonna go Bork? Okay, Mordekaiser ult here. Look at I'm really aggressive. Come on, girl. So when I have my full-on stacks, that's when I'm aggressive. Look at that. I'm out-damaging that Mordekaiser. And I used to be so scared against Kayle versus these types of champions because they had the lead. You know what I mean? I think Kayle is more of like a trust process type of girl. You know, she kind of reminds you of, if you want to talk newer games, like in Uma Musume Pretty Derby. You know, she's giving Gold Chip to me. You know, Gold Chip is an end, what's her, she is an end closer horse girl, meaning she can literally 0 to 100 to the first place even if it's very late. And I think that's one of the characteristics of Kayle. It's best to describe it. Also, if you're also lucky, like what we are now in the game, you might get like an early lead or snowball. You know, you could get to that victory easier. But for some reason, Infinity Orb on Vladimir, girly, you don't want to start. Okay, he didn't smite that, but there I am, go. Now, I don't know, Mordekaiser is scared of me. I don't know why this is the thing. I don't know. Oh, we got that Bork, not Bork, that Bloodthirster shield. I don't know why is the Mord so scared of me? Judging, he can do as much damage as I am because he's melee. And also my health. Also, I don't have my ult at the time. So, what's the truth, Ellen? Sometimes you really have to like think like, oh, did I hit my ult right? Or like, is it time for their ult to come back? You have to really mentally like put those timings into your head. Because I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? But yeah. Okay, so we are level 10 now. We are 3-0-2. No deaths yet, thankfully. I'm gonna fast forward to save us some time. Now, this is the part where I'm confusing the game because I don't know what to do after these parts. That Vladimir is really good, and I don't really know what's happening with her. What's the tea with Miss Vladimir? And I would love to know because I own the Crystal Rose of Vladimir skin, and we want some of that action. So I went aggressive over here. I went to ult the, you know, Lee, but he died as well, unfortunately. Okay, so we got that turret down. Kha'Zix is also... Kha'Zix, Rengar, Lee are one of the few champions to me right now that are really taking advantage of that lethality mythic item, yordle item. Because I don't think it's too much. Also Senna, obviously. The item is too much. I mean, the good thing is that squishies aren't that snowbally anymore, like assassins. Like an assassin won't snowball as hard. Exhibit A. I mean, this game is longer than it should be. They should have ended like at 15 minutes, but here we are. Look how aggressive I am. I'm not really doing that much damage. Ooh, that MF skin. Love that skin. Someone gifted me that skin and I don't remember why. Was it like a Riot anniversary thing? I don't know. It literally was like a free skin when it was announced like on the PB or something. Like, I don't know. That, or I'm not paying attention that someone gifted me something. Okay, so we got Miss Kayle here. As you can see, the healing from the second skill isn't as much. But, you know what it is. You know, you got your Bloodthirster enough for the heal. We also went with Speed Boots. I think Speed Boots is fine. If you want a bit more AP vibe, you want Boots of Mana or even Lucidity Boots for the mana regen as well. Yeah, I'm trying my best. The reason why I'm so aggressive with Kayle, I'm trying my best to get my stacks up at the bottom of my mana bar. Oh, go Rakan, go. Hey, 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 I took the kill, baby. I don't know how he's playing Vladimir really good, but to this day, I don't get it. Jace, Vladimir, Kha'Zix, Rengar, all the girls, you name it all. I don't get it. So now let's fast forward a bit, but because I think this is just me farming, so we want to save some time. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, there's a team fight happening here. Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm trying my best to auto attack. Look at the soul transfer item. By the way, we just finished. As you can see, it's proccing over there. It's not doing much damage, but it's literally extra DPS. As you can see, that mini kill. See, look at that. Look what I'm doing to that Lucian over here. He flashed for that. It kind of reminds me of like Lissandra's passive. Do you guys know Lissandra's passive, right? When you kill someone, if you get an enemy assist or even a kill, like I said, you get that kind of like zombie passive. As you can see, there it is. Now I'm curious if it's one or two. Is it one clone or two clones? I need to look at it. It usually works on objectives and champions. So there's one, there's two, and there's two. That's crazy. Like, I don't know how you can top it. Maybe if you have like, you know what? I didn't build this, but Magnetic Blaster I think is a good item for Kayle with this build. I just didn't build it because the game went late. And I think I was building anti-heal, you know, for who? Vladimir. Really keeping an eye on that zombie. Okay, start slowly auto-attacking. 5. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to auto-attack. I'm getting a lot of crits in. As you can see, those were crit hits, by the way. That's not... I think that was crit hits because it had the logo. But yeah, you do get a lot despite you not building too much AP. Now, if you further build this on with maybe like... If you have... I think I'm building IE next. So maybe that's why I did so much damage later on. So IE, and then Infinity Edge, and then maybe the Static Blaster. I think that's your late game build, and then your last item could be anti-heal or whatever. For your boot enchantments, honestly, take Zanya's. But if it's too expensive, take the Gargoyle Stone Plate one. Is that the right one? The Gargoylean Stone Platian one? The one that gives a lot of shields based on the number of champions that are in the surroundings, in your initial surroundings. But yeah, so whenever sometimes we fight, I get so excited. Because I'm like Mordekaiser's level 11, I'm level 13 almost, and he just turned level 10. So you look at that, 200, 220 per auto attack, and then my clones are hitting him. It's not a lot, but again, extra damage is extra damage. You would want that on any champion, basically. So look at that. My shadow did 43% crit damage, and I don't remember the ratio. Did I ult her? Yep, I had to ult her there. Yep. Come on. That Mordekaiser, that Vladimir is scaling scarily. So yeah, I gave it to her. Yeah, look at that. He's getting it. He's getting it. That was my first death. He was getting it. He was getting it. He's gonna see it coming. But yeah, look at that. My clones are cloning. I'm surprised this isn't glitching the game, by the way. It's very like poorly like design models. I don't know if it's my skin or if it's the base Kayle. See, this is where they cross. This is where it hits different. Is it your skin or is it someone else? Now that's a good improvement on technology, if I may say so myself. What else? We are building. As you can, oh, that's why I delayed my build. I was building Maw. Y'all Maw. Now, if you guys don't know what happened with Maw, Maw scales with your AD now. I think your lifeline shield health passive scales with your AD now, and since we're building AD Kayle in this video, I thought, I'm like, why not? So I've just built one Maw, and it looks like I'm building an Infinity Edge next because I got the Brawler's Gloves and the Boyfriend Sword, which who doesn't love a Boyfriend Sword? Honey. Now I saw this Vladimir from a mile away. I'm gonna clock it immediately because I can't stand him. He has a lot of damage. I'm gonna say this. I think I'm gonna die here again or not. Kite girl, kite. Kite. Am I getting a lot of healing from this? Let's see. Okay, is he dead? Girl, are you gone? Okay, so I'm gonna poke it out, poke it out. Kha'Zix is coming behind me, yep. But look at my damage. Look at this damage. I think I killed... Oh, look at that. Look at the lifesteal. I'm not dead. Like, that went on for a bit longer than expected. That wasn't that crazy. Let's slowly look at it again. Slowly. So we had Kha'Zix and Nautilus. Was it Nautilus or Mordekaiser? Mordekaiser and not Kha'Zix were chasing me. Or look. Do you guys see that? That was crazy. I would have lived. Like with double buffs even. Like, see, this is why I think Runin's Hurricane, is that the name? Runin's Hurricane. I think that does well with her. Is that item in the game? Runin's Hurricane, the one that double shots. I think that would also scale better with her. I don't know if it's gonna... I think it doesn't scale with the clones, but you having that extra fourth auto attack was useful enough. I shielded someone here. That was smart of me though. I could have gotten some anti-heal rather than Maw, but the magic damage is too much. I think thankfully because of the magic damage I survived some of these fights because I feel like it was too much. So now we are taking it. So I'm doing around 130 damage, which is not a lot. My lifesteal is a lot, as you can see. Look at that. Look at that. We are building back up. Now this was the comeback arc, thankfully, because Vladimir was too much, honestly. And again, Akali is chasing... Okay, here's a tip. Don't chase for a tank that you can't kill. Like, come on, girl. Get with the program. So let's see if there's gonna stuff happening. Okay, now this is a dangerous part because I know that Vladimir is charging up. I don't know why Rakan went in when it was so obvious. Okay, he died. He got bursted. But then again, that Lucian is bursty as well. Lucian underrated ADC to me right now in Wild Rift because I think he's not... I think he's silently being buffed, but not really being played or something like that. So the overbufferation in the nation over here. He thought he saw me coming. I see him from that reflection. Boom. And I think that was the match. Oh, it wasn't the match. Wow. Wow. Where? I think I wanted all the objectives, I guess, or something like... Dang. Whatever, girl. There's Lucian. That Vladimir is coming in. Wow, my clone did 99 damage. Crit. Okay. I think we won this because I have so much damage. Let's see. Okay, MF, get away from your damage. I want to see mine. This guy really likes to... Yep, he thought. Okay, I have a lot. Also, if you want some AP-ness... Nashor's Tooth is also a good alternative for this. If you're like very fed, honey. Because when you have more on-hit damage... Also, your runes. Look how much damage I did to Lucian. I think I had red buff. No, I had dragon buff. So I had to ignite. Look at this. Oh, I didn't kill him. Never mind. Well, that was the gameplay. I hope something was learned from there. But again, this build is from just the top build, the top one guy in Wild Rift for Kayle. So yeah, that was it. Let's look at the scores, honey. So I was the MVP. Dury. I didn't really like... With some items, if I wasn't really like going to adapt, if I built standard, I think this would have been more damage, but that Maw was too much because that... See the Japanese guy, that Vlad, SVP. What else? Lee did well. I don't know. I think he's building like semi, like bruiser assassin. Akali, MF did well, and Rakan. I think these two are a duo, I think I'm the only solo, and these two are duos. Whatever. But yeah, I usually get scared of Mordekaiser, but also he built wrong. I don't know if you should build Heartsteel. After that. Riftmaker. Kha'Zix was... I expect Kha'Zix to do more damage, but then again, like I said, just because there's that Duskblade of Draktar doesn't mean he gets to be fed. Let's see the damage I have dealt with this, and then we'll go out on the outro. So I did 60k almost. I did 35% of the team's damage throughout the fight. And that comes with the clones, honey. But Misfortune also did like 45,000 almost. So that's crazy. Vlad did 49,000 damage, which... Girl, that's crazy. I need to learn how to play Vladimir. Don't waste that Crystal Rose skin, girl. But yeah, either way... If you're new to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe and notification bell for whenever I upload a new video. As you can see, I am a VTuber who does content. You know, I've been posting a lot because I just want to post a lot. You know, enjoy the moment. You know, if people play Wild Rift, they know where to come to. Mwah. Okay, because a lot of some of the creators, what English was that? A lot of the creators who've made videos have poofed because you know it's hard to be diverse, and who's a better verse than I am? Okay. Yeah, I talked about the summer skins coming on August 2nd. What? Girl, even Google thinks it's coming because they linked my video. A subscriber, Slicey, sent it to me, and I'm like, thanks. I guess I'm on Google now. Like, what? I also did a Crystal Rose tier list if you're ever interested, if you're nasty. But yeah, this might come in the morning because Saturday is like, I'm gonna go out and touch grass for once, but yeah. If you want to support the channel, you can donate to the coffee page in the description below. You can also donate on YouTube by thanks/super chat. You can also donate free by just watching the ads till the end because the algorithm knows what it knows. Also subscribe because 75% of you guys aren't subscribed. Keep that ratio low, honey, and keep on subscribing because you wouldn't want to miss content like moi. But yeah, that was the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Also shout out to pentakill because this video, mwah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.